Welcome back. In the previous video, I discussed how you begin brainstorming for the rhetorical analysis paper by thinking about the rhetorical situation of the piece of communication that you're analyzing, whether it is an advertisement, a speech, a blog post, or what will you. In this video, I will discuss what is involved with filling out the RA chart itself after you have answered the preliminary questions on my worksheet. Once you have developed a clear picture of the communication's overall rhetorical situation, you can now begin picking out specific details in the communication to analyze. I call these details rhetorical tools, but in essence they are simply the design choices of the communication that develop specific effects in the audience. I call them tools because they build up the rhetorical appeals. In a commercial video, the rhetorical tools might include decisions about lighting, setting, actors, dialogue, music, camera angles, and so on. In written communication, the rhetorical tools might include organization, tone, word choice, source incorporation, etc. The rhetorical tools are basically all of the choices that go into producing the piece of communication. So here's how I might use the chart to brainstorm specific ideas for an RA on the napkin commercial. First of all, the use of mimicry in the ad is vital to its message. That will be my first note in the first column. Moving along, I then need to provide a brief example or description so I remember what I was referring to by mimicry when I look at my chart later. An adult does an action, a child immediately does the same. Then I briefly explain how it affects viewers and/or why it has that effect. The visual sequence of actions creates a clear cause and effect relationship for viewers. Finally, I would note which rhetorical appeal or appeals are developed by this design choice. In this case, making the logic behind the claim that children see, children do extremely clear through repeated visual examples of children seeing and then children doing reinforces the logos or logical appeals in this ad. I could then fill out the next row in the chart on the actions shown, noting a few examples like smoking, abusing animals, yelling at the baby, etc., discussing briefly that the choice to show these actions makes viewers feel ashamed, sad, anxious, etc., which in turn is an example of pathos or emotional appeals in the ad. I would continue to fill out the chart based on my observations on the ad until I have a wide variety of brainstormed ideas. In my case, this would involve rewatching my commercial numerous times to catch new design choices and their effects with each viewing of it. That's all there is to it. In the following video, I will demonstrate how you can take the information from the RA chart to develop a paper outline.